Hello everybody, welcome to Womenlines show. Today we are having Dr. Charuta Deshpande from Yafot Wellness. Dr. Charuta is an MD homeopath from Mumbai, a certified counselor, autism expert and a speaker too. Having 6 years of practice experience, she specializes in psychosomatic, that is stress-related, emotional and psychological disorders. Beginning since 2013 as a private practitioner, she also was attached to an autistic school and special needs clinic where she consulted cases of autism, ADHD, development delays, mental retardation and cerebral palsy. Her rich experience in treating and managing cases of stress-related disorders, depression and anxiety disorders, hormonal dysfunctions, skin disorders, sleep problems, thyroid dysfunctions, autoimmune disorders, headaches and others. Advocating a team approach, she works in close collaboration with other practitioners to promote holistic health and well-being. Dr. Charuta aims to support the clients to heal within outwards, moving them towards a space of greater well-being where they feel more empowered, more aware and filled with renewed passion for life. Hello Dr. Charuta.
Hello, Charuta.
Welcome to Womenlines.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
So please, Dr. Charuta, share with our viewers a little bit about yourself as a person.
So I'm a homeopathic consultant.
Okay.
I've been working in this area for the last 6 years over now. And especially working in the psychological and emotional well-being and have a specialized training like you mentioned in special needs, especially
Yes.
autism and hyperactivity.
Okay.
As a person, I come from a very humble upbringing.
Okay.
So very early in life have understood, the value of time, the value of people that you have in your life. And coming up, living in a metropolitan city, you are exposed to multicultural people. So I feel I'm very naturally blessed to, get connected with different ethnicities and cultural backgrounds.
That's interesting. Fantastic.
Thank you. As a professional, I feel I'm very focused, passionate of what I do, genuine, and always a constant learner.
Awesome. So as a homeopathic consultant, tell us something about your specialty in the area of psychological well-being.
So I completed my master's degree in psychological well-being, and my undergrad has been in homeopathy. So it is a complete 8 years long course.
8 years course.
Which is 5 years of undergrad and 3 years of postgrad.
Lots of studies.
Yes. So during the course we learn a lot of clinical as well as homeopathic related studies. So after I completed my degree, I started practicing in a private practice as well as I was attached as a consultant to a special needs school and clinic where I saw all of these autism, ADHD.
So you had your real life experience, how you have to deal with them.
Yes. So over the last 6 years, I could say I have seen over 800 clients in my
800 clients?
Yeah.
That's a big number.
Yes, over 800 clients now. So I started with my clinic, and then as you build your confidence, you build your expertise, then I could also consult online because the word spreads by mouth. So
she consults online. Take a note of it. Fantastic to know about it.
So the major things which I saw in my practice, concerning the psychological and the emotional well-being were related to anxiety disorders, depression, OCDs.
Okay.
Mild bipolar disorders. And with respect to the psychosomatic cases, the stress-related disorders, I saw cases of psoriasis, autoimmune disorders, eczema, migraines, female hormonal issues, right? The premenstrual or the menopausal syndromes. So this has been my journey of practice.
Wow, awesome to know. So what motivated you to take homeopathy as a career?
That's a very interesting question actually.
I'd love to know about it.
It's been a long time I've answered this question.
Please.
So it stemmed from a very personal experience, and this is way back when I was around 21 years old. So one of my very close person, was suffering from psoriatic arthritis. So it is also a psychosomatic illness, which generally originates as skin eruptions as psoriasis, which start from some emotional stress that you're going through, and then this skin disorder translates into arthritis, which is the joint pains and the joint disease.
It's related.
Yeah.
We never knew that.
Yeah. So we and he was a very close person in the family. So we took him to a lot of doctors, and most of them had given up because and almost had told us that he's going to be crippled for life.
My goodness.
And he was, I think, in early 30s maybe.
Okay.
So he had a family, he had a profession, so we were quite worried. And somebody told us about this renowned homeopath, Dr. Farina Zumranwala in Mumbai.
Okay.
And we took him to her. And the day that we took him to her, there was a very detailed case taking that she did. And after that, around in the next 2 years, he really started improving. So he started improving firstly on his joints.
Okay.
He could walk, which he was told that he would be crippled for life.
He was able to walk.
He was
That's
able to
awesome.
walk.
Okay.
And eventually his skin started improving. Also his emotional makeup, the outlook of that he had towards life also changed. His perception to life
He
changed.
got a new life, I suppose.
Yes, of course. And at that impressionable age, that was the real concept of healing for me. When you heal somebody at all levels. So it is not just locally, but as a person, you evolve as a person with the treatment. This was, which
Very
really struck
impactful.
me. Yeah, very
Dr.
impactful.
Charuta was born then. Awesome to know. So for those who might not know about homeopathy, can you tell a little bit about homeopathy?
Sure, why not? So homeopathy is been around from the 17th century.
Okay.
It was found by a German physician, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann.
Mm-hmm.
From there, it spread around to all over the world, including Europe, Canada, USA, India, Asia, some parts of Asia.
Okay.
So there has been a lot of colleges and a lot of practitioners who have evolved in all of these areas.
Okay.
Also, it is a part of the complementary and alternative system of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
But the homeopathic remedies are not herbal. They are liquid dilutions which are prepared by a special process called as potentization.
Oh.
Yeah. So that is more or less about homeopathy, and it really helps in many chronic psychosomatic, stress-related, physical and emotional illnesses, and also now in special needs, in autism, ADHD, developmental delays. Yes.
So, just a little detail, maybe more. How does homeopathy works? Does it have side effects, or what people should be knowing about it? Maybe a little more.
Yeah. So homeopathy is a evidence-based science. So we have research and clinical evidence of how it works. Right.
Okay.
It is based on detailed philosophies.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot I could talk about homeopathy actually,
but maybe a little brief.
Yeah,
just
maybe
a
I
little
will
bit.
just focus on 2 points.
Okay.
So one is what we focus on is the individualization and the holistic approach.
Okay.
So let me start with the holistic approach first. To give you a little example.
Okay.
I like this analogy which my great teacher would always give us when he was trying to make us understand what is holistic approach, right?
Okay.
So we consider human body is equivalent to a government system, right? How a government works.
Okay.
So it is, the human body is made up of different systems. So if we consider like maybe the mind is the prime minister, the nervous system is the communication minister,
Awesome.
and the immune system is the defense minister.
Very important.
So all these systems, they come together, and form a cabinet. And this cabinet, like every government does, runs some policies. So if the policy is an aggressive policy, then the mind will work aggressively. The physical body will work aggressively, and emotionally you will be more aggressive.
I agree.
Right?
Very true.
So if you have to really understand how these policies are working, you have to go to the core of how these cabinets are working.
Very true.
So how, if I have to understand, how a government is working, and as a homeopath, if I have to understand you as a whole, how are you working as a whole person, I need to go to this core policy and see the final outcome. So it is somewhere where we are addressing the core of the issue and not just what is seen on the surface.
Very interesting. I mean, it's a beautiful description, I must say.
And about the individualization, right? We consider that every individual is a special, unique entity. Like you are a different person altogether. I am a different person altogether,
Very true.
right?
Very true.
The way we think, the way we feel, the way
It's very
we
different.
react, the way we eat, sleep, dream, everything is very
Different.
unique, right?
Yes.
So how can there be one remedy that suits everyone? So we cater to the philosophy that every remedy is individualistic and every person needs that individualistic remedy.
I mean, that's a fantastic approach because yes, we all are different, so there shouldn't be same remedy for everybody. I totally agree with you.
Yes, and also when you say, right, in these days we hear a lot about stress-related disorders.
Very true, very common.
In the modern living, the stress that brings a lot of things is so common, right? But when we try to understand what is stress, what is that in you that stresses you, is very important. Like I have seen cases of anxiety disorder, right?
Okay.
Not every case or not every person with anxiety would have the same illness. Some might have an anxiety disorder, like the generalized anxiety disorder. Some might have a panic attack. Some might have an irritable bowel syndrome, which is your stomach upset, which is related to your feelings of anxiety, feelings of
different
anxiety.
body reacts differently.
So different body reacts differently, and everybody. So it's the need of time that we address this unique expression of each individual.
Awesome. So who can seek homeopathic consultation at Yafot Wellness here? Can you guide?
Yes, sure. So at Yafot Wellness, we really feel that health should be an informed choice. So before I say who can seek, I will also say that people who don't know about homeopathy, they are welcome to come down, have a free 20-30 minute consultation.
Take a note, friends. Yeah. You can come here and get the consultation from Dr. Charuta.
Yeah, get a free consultation, free orientation about what is homeopathy if you don't know, and then how can homeopathy help you in your current scenario, right? And then you have that informed decision to make whether you want to go for it or whether you don't want to go for it.
That's fantastic.
So I would say especially chronic cases, of emotional and physical illnesses like the psychological and emotional cases of depression, anxiety, OCDs or mild bipolar disorders. Children, with behavioral disorders, examination funk, you feel very anxious during exams, or you feel you fall sick during the exam time, right? Kids with behavioral issues,
they can also come and get the consultation.
They can come, so all of these issues, and definitely autistic as well as cases of children with hyperactivity issues can also come.
And yes, the last question: what do you think is the mantra of healthy living? Can you share with our viewers?
So I think I would like to say two things. Right?
Okay.
There's not one. There are many, but let's take it down to two. So the first one is sound and refreshing sleep, which I think is the real parameter of your health. So it is not just nice, but sound
sleep.
And when you wake up, you should be refreshed.
How many hours do you suggest?
Maybe 6 to 8 hours for adults,
and
maybe 10 to 12 hours for kids.
Okay.
So that is what, because sleep is something which really helps you rejuvenate, helps you heal your body at all levels, right? So that is one thing. Second thing, I feel you should be very observant, what we say these days, be mindful of what's happening to you, right? At all emotional, physical, spiritual, mental levels, right?
Beautiful suggestion.
So because nothing that comes to your body comes overnight. Everything body has, body is a very intellectual organism, an intellectual system which builds up, shows you signs, gives you alerts that, something is going wrong, you need to take care.
Correct.
So being observant, picking up that red flags very early can help you prevent a lot of things, which can, come if you neglect those red flags.
Wow, it's an awesome suggestion. Thank you so much for that. And
My
thank you so
pleasure.
much for giving time to us.
Thank you so much.
Best wishes to you.
Thank
you
you
so much.